Welcome to the world of biblical humanities, where the rich tapestry of intellect, emotion, and spirituality intertwines with the teachings of the Bible and the insights of the humanities. I'm Jessie Lee, your guide from the HuBIL Center in South Korea. Today, we're exploring the emotional journey of Great Gatsby, who passionately loves one woman amidst his pursuit of the elusive green light. Gatsby's heart belonged to a single woman, Daisy, a woman of wealth whom he encountered during his time as an officer. Initially, their connection was fleeting, and Gatsby attempted to distance himself. However, he soon realized he had invested his entire being in winning her affection. Even amid the call of duty during wartime, his thoughts were consumed by the desire to be reunited with Daisy. Despite his eagerness to return home, bureaucratic obstacles delayed his homecoming, leaving Daisy vulnerable to the charms of another man, Tom Buchanan. As Daisy grapples with conflicting emotions, Tom, with his allure and societal status, enters her life. Faced with a momentous decision, Daisy ultimately chooses the security offered by Tom and marries him. Yet, Gatsby remains undeterred, steadfast in his resolve to win her back, tirelessly seeking an opportunity to reclaim her heart. Daisy served as the driving force behind Gatsby's acquisition of the opulent mansion in West Egg. A symbolic gesture of his longing for her proximity, as she resided in the neighboring East Egg, separated by Manhasset Bay. On a fateful June evening, it wasn't the celestial stars that captivated Gatsby's yearning gaze from his abode, as observed by Nick, but rather the elusive hope of Daisy's presence. After 5 years of patient anticipation, Gatsby threw open the doors of his mansion, illuminating the night with a beacon of light, in a bid to attract Daisy and myriad other socialites to his lavish gatherings. Confident in his conviction that Daisy's affections belonged solely to him, Gatsby struggled to reconcile her revelation of loving both him and Tom Buchanan during their tense encounter at the Plaza Hotel in New York. Despite his unwavering devotion, Gatsby grappled with the harsh reality of Daisy's conflicting emotions, unable to accept her shared love for another. Following the tragic accident involving Myrtle, Gatsby's unwavering loyalty to Daisy transcended even the gravest of circumstances. Despite her culpability in the accident and the ensuing turmoil, Gatsby gallantly offered to shoulder the blame, prepared to sacrifice himself to protect her from the consequences. Throughout the tumultuous aftermath, Gatsby remained steadfast in his commitment to Daisy's safety, rejecting suggestions of her retreat and steadfastly standing by her side. Yet, as Daisy made preparations for her departure with her husband, Gatsby clung to the fragile hope of a reunion, unaware of the impending dissolution of their romantic aspirations. In a moment of bitter realization, he recognized the shattered illusions of his grand pursuit, symbolized by the metaphorical collapse akin to glass breaking against Tom's callousness, marking the culmination of their clandestine affair. Gatsby deserves commendation for his unwavering devotion to a singular woman amidst the prevailing ethos of transient romantic entanglements. However, I must dissent from Gatsby's reluctance to acknowledge the present reality, wherein the object of his affection is bound to another through marriage and familial ties. This refusal to accept the circumstances reflects poorly on Gatsby's character, contradicting his otherwise admirable traits. Even during his employment under Dan Cody, a prominent figure of wealth, Gatsby exhibited a remarkable restraint, abstaining from the allure of alcohol, a testament to his disciplined nature. Additionally, the testimony of Meyer Wolfsheim, a figure involved in illicit activities, further highlights Gatsby's reputation as a gentleman of integrity. Known for his discretion and respect towards women, particularly in matters involving marital fidelity, Gatsby's demeanor echoes the principles espoused by the Stoics, whose philosophy emphasizes acceptance of the present moment and virtuous conduct. Had Gatsby heeded the wisdom of Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, the tragic circumstances leading to his untimely demise might have been averted. Embracing the Stoic ethos of acceptance and moral rectitude could have shielded Gatsby from the heartache and eventual downfall resulting from his unattainable pursuit. Marcus Aurelius says, quote, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action, and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal, as far as it can. No one can keep that from happening. But there are external obstacles not to behaving with justice, self-control, and good sense. Well, but perhaps to some more concrete action. But if you accept the obstacle and work with what you're given, an alternative will present itself, another piece of what you're trying to assemble. Action by action, unquote. In essence, living with self-discipline, justice, and wisdom empowers you to surmount any obstacle in your life. Therefore, if Tom's sudden presence jeopardizes his marriage to Daisy, Gatsby must first acknowledge the obstacle for what it is. Subsequently, he must assess if there are alternative courses of action available to him, acting upon them promptly. It would be incongruent with Gatsby's values to entreat Daisy to forsake Tom and return to him. Instead, he must adhere to his principles and do what is right. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, renowned for his leadership and resilience even amidst the devastating loss of 8 children and the tragic death of his wife at the tender age of 35. It is through accepting obstacles and working with the circumstances presented that solutions emerge, piece by piece, through deliberate action. Thank you for engaging in our exploration of J. Gatsby's emotional journey. I trust that our analysis of this timeless novel has yielded valuable insights. I eagerly anticipate our future discussions.